All right. Welcome to everybody who's here. It is Friday night here on the East Coast of America, but elsewhere it's other things. It's the summer solstice, which is warm and long, like long day here in the Northern Hemisphere. But I know we have some Southern Hemisphere people because Nikki just said greetings from cold New Zealand. And I was like, cold? How is it cold? Anyway, we're global on this glorious June 21st. How awesome. So it's Friday night here. It might be Friday afternoon where you are. It might be early Saturday morning. It might be late Saturday morning. Anyway, welcome. It's Friday Night Comics. You're at the We Believe in Comics Friday Night Workshop at the Sequential Artists Workshop. We're a nonprofit arts organization and who just lost our funding from the state of Florida. Go figure. And you can find us at learn.sawcomics.org. We have lots of courses and things like that. Coming soon, we have Shame Stories with Kara Gormley. You can see that there, and some lectures and with Q&A with Rob Clow about story and pitching and things like that. And next week in this slot, we have Robert James Russell, who's going to be exploring ourselves with birds, which is pretty cool. So you can go to learn.sawcomics.org to check out Rob's thing or Kara's thing. We're enrolling now for the comic certificate program, which starts in September and ends in May or June or July. It's a long one and it teaches you everything, the nuts and bolts. And if you want to learn more about it for free live with 18 takeaways, I'm doing that sort of on a weekly basis throughout June, July, and August. And that QR code will come back and that URL will come back. I'll tell you about it on the way. We're also doing an in-person workshop in Gainesville, Florida, July 22nd to 26th. It's going to be super fun. Who knows what will happen. Anyway, thank you everybody who donated to tonight's workshop or any other time. It really helps SAW survive and thrive. And we've been doing these for a long time and your support means everything. So thank you. There's lots of ways to do that. I'll put that in the chat. And you can become a sustaining member. That's sort of super cool. Lots of ways to help. So, okay, let's almost get ready. No inappropriate speech or imagery. Thank you. No trolling or hate speech. No, nothing, PG-13. Let's keep it PG-13. Share on social media, hashtag Friday Night Comics and the @ symbol. We Are Comics Workshop. I think Haleigh is Haleigh Couchsurfer. I'll put that in the chat. And you can share and tag us and all that stuff. And come find us at members.sawcomics.org. Also, come find some of this, what we do at Seesaw Comics. And if you go there, you'll also see the weekly PDFs that we put together from these workshops. They're really cool. You go down there, you look for Friday Night Comics, Creepy Crawlies. For instance, we did that a couple months ago, and we just put together these super cool, very fast PDFs. They're fun. There's that QR code again if you want to hear about the year-long program. There's that URL. So enjoy. Oh my God. All right. Now I'm so excited because Haleigh has been one of my favorite artists for years. And there we go. Stop sharing. I'm gonna spotlight you, Haleigh. So you're gonna get big on your own screen and you'll be
Oh,
like,
that's terrifying. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
sorry. So I'm so happy you're here. And I've been trying to get you involved with Saw in some way, but let's say you got busy and
Yeah, and
and
so,
yeah, well, that's what I mean. And I'm so glad you're here and can do some stuff for us and guide us through something or whatever. So I'm here. My job is to like help you um either I like keep on track or whatever, answer questions and also be monitoring the chat and stuff. And um you can just ask me if you need help, but otherwise we'll just let you do what your own thing is. And also promote your books too. We like that.
um, okay, cool. I've
Okay,
never done anything like this before either, so this
we'll
is
figure it out.
really strange for me. And I'm really crappy at being on the internet, or online. But I've got a couple of comics, and they're almost all of them are autobiographical. I have I Feel Weird, which is the fifth one, should be done pretty shortly, and then I have a comic about me that I'm barely halfway through yet, but a comic about me going through breast cancer and treatment and all that stuff last year, or 2 years ago. Um, And then I have another thing called Cretan Comics that I'm working on, and I just have a bunch of stuff. I don't really have anything to plug though, because I'm doing like half a thing at a time. But
All right. Well,
but that
I put your Instagram in the chat, and also I think we can get that stuff at Silver Sprocket and other places.
yeah, I know for sure Birdcage and
Okay.
definitely books. Like Atomic always has everything.
I'll put
um,
I'll I'll put the Birdcage link in there. Okay. So tell us what to do.
okay, cool. Um, so I get stuck a lot. And so one of my favorite exercises is a thing that you can either do by yourself or you can do with other people. And I don't have any other people with me. I have my dog, but that's not gonna work. Um, so basically, I'll show you, let's see. You can do it with multiple colors, or you could do it with just a pen, or you could do it with anything. I am using uh, computer paper and a clipboard, um, and I'm gonna try and do this sideways. And I'm picking a color just so you guys can see. Um, so basically, I'll zone out, and I will completely fill the page. I don't know if you can see this or not, with random shapes and squiggles. And then
Wow. So squiggles inside squiggles too.
it's just all over the place. Random lines. This is normally on a much smaller thing. So what I do, like, I normally play this at like bars or coffee shops or something with friends. Like, I'll draw a bunch of squiggles and then I'll like pass it along. And then the next thing is that I like to flip it in different directions so you're not like stuck on what you did.
Oh.
Um, I'm trying to find like the thickest marker I have so you can see this. Um, and then I just do whatever comes to mind. Um, if I do like this guy looks like
So you turn that one into a face. Are we turning all of them into faces?
you can if you want. If that's what you're into. I normally end up doing a lot of snails for some reason and
Oh.
plants.
Snails
Um,
and
plants and I like to draw a lot of plants. Um, but I just keep going until I fill the page. And I normally set a timer for like 15 minutes or so.
okay.
Uh,
So we want to draw
and
whatever
you
comes.
don't have to like stay in a line or anything like that. I just do it like it's just kind of a guideline. So now I have this crazy guy, and I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah. So anyway, I do that for like 15-ish minutes, 10, 15 minutes until the page is completely full. Or if I'm doing this with other people will just keep passing it along until the page is like as full as it can be. And
Uh-huh.
like other people will draw on top of it if you're playing with somebody else, or you can, flip it again if you want, and like maybe like this is now like a jawbone or something like that, and like here's a crack for the jawbone. um
Oh, wow.
and then I don't know, maybe it's on a string. And
Keep drawing. We like this. This is fun to
then
draw.
flip it, do the thing. So I'll do this for like 10-15 minutes until it's filled out, and then I'll pick like a character that I really like that day, and I
Mhm.
will redraw it. Sometimes I'll trace it. Um, but I'll redraw it and then I'll try to make like a quick either like 1 to 4 panel comic about that thing. So like if it was this jawbone, I would try to make a 1 to 4 panel comic about this jawbone, whether it be how it got there, why it's there. I
So
don't
should
know.
we do
Is it a
this?
box?
Should we do this for like 5 minutes or something, the drawing, and then
Yeah, I feel like 5 minutes would probably be good because there's a lot more people here. I thought it was gonna be like 3 people.
but
um,
okay, so can we watch you draw? We love watching artists
absolutely.
draw. Okay. And
All
also
right.
it gives us an inspiration. So like you said, drawing plants, and I drew a plant and then it turned into a Roman coin. I was like, whoa, where'd that come from? That was super cool. Or I think it's a Roman coin, some sort of coin. And you're a tattoo artist also, right?
I am. I am also a tattoo artist. I've been tattooing since 2009. And now I'm gonna be doing a bunch of areola tattoos um in between trying to get all the comic stuff done. Um it's a I had a year off from doing all the things. I got sick in 2022. And then I basically have just been back to being a person for the last like 8 months. So I'm like catching up. And then if COVID was before that. So I feel like I'm like really I have 4 years to make up for it instead of just two.
Well, that when I saw you waking up a little more, that's when I contacted you. Are
Yeah.
you are you still in Baltimore?
I am in Baltimore for now. My plan is to move to Maine, or back to Maine. But I'm not sure. I'm not really sure when. Um, I have to figure out a lot of doctor stuff and see like if I can go. Um, because I have to be kind of close to Hopkins for at least the next 9 years.
Oh, wow.
Also, apologies everybody if you can hear my dog, the neighbor dog, etc. There's a deer that's been like hanging out in the yard, and they like to yell at it, and the deer does not care at all.
Your birds are crazy. They're like so loud. So
Yeah, I'm on the. There's like a huge tree right behind me. If you guys can see that, and I guess because of the heat wave, they're all just like
Oh, and Eli knows exactly what kind of birds they are. He says they're robins. Wow, I would not have known
Are they?
that.
I did. All I know is catbird. That's all I remember.
Yeah, those birds are out of control. Good way. Hopefully our Southern Hemisphere friends can hear that and feel their souls warmed and enlightened.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Uh, in like Europe and stuff, you guys did. You know that nobody had. You don't have lightning bugs. I
Oh,
had
wow.
no idea. I had a friend come over from Leeds, and they were like blown away that we had lightning bugs.
Oh, wow. I don't think either. If you're in Europe, let us know about lightning bugs. Okay, so we said we were going to do this 5 minutes, right? So like maybe, what do you think, another minute? Because
Sure.
you're gonna guide us through a 4 panel cartoon comic with this also, right?
Yeah, 1 to 4.
Okay.
Um,
I love your little rodent butt thing.
yeah,
All right, let's see.
and the best part about this entire thing is there's absolutely no pressure, and there is no reason to be perfect because it's all nonsense. It's just practice. It should be relaxing.
Definitely the most nature sounds we've ever had on one of these. I
And
really,
I think I'm wearing my Plantasia shirt. Yeah.
and what's Plantasia? Somebody in the chat said awesome Plantasia shirt, but I don't know what that is.
It's like it's it's like is it Mort Garrison or Grant Mort? I always get them mixed up. It's like a record you can play for your plants, and then like
Oh,
he also has one for like cult music and a bunch of other stuff. But the plant one is like the most relaxing.
that's amazing. So maybe River from Jacksonville can tell us more about that.
Yeah. I understand that you were upset. It's okay. Um,
Okay, so I know we keep saying 1 more minute, but I think,
yeah, this gets weird. That's why I do it for 15 to 20 because it gets like weirdly relaxing because you can
yeah.
like really get into it. Um, and like have them like interact with each other and
Oh, yeah. Interesting. And one reaching for the other. Oh, so cute. They can't touch. They want to touch. They look like fish. So obviously, when you're tattooing, you don't get to do whatever you want, right? It's not like they
never.
they climb up to the chair and just say whatever you're feeling like.
Yeah, that never happens. I wish, but no, that does not happen. Be a dream come true, but not a lot of people are into uh just not knowing what they're going to be getting.
All right, so we're sort of. I see you finishing that page. It's funny. I'd be curious to see how many people did a lot of faces and how many people did other things. Seems like
Yeah,
face.
I'm in a weird face animal mood, I guess, today.
Although I see a couple of butts, or at least things that have butt
Yeah,
like.
there's at least one butt, maybe two butts.
Yeah,
Make that other
I'm gonna draw butt.
butt.
All right. Wow. Yeah, wait, let me take a screenshot. Cool. So are you seeing one of those things and feeling like one of those is a good starting place for a comic? And how
Yeah, I
what
think I'm gonna do this witch lady.
oh,
She's
nice.
all crazy looking. Um, so I can't reach.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do like a likeness of it.
So are you going to take a moment and redraw it? Should we do that as well?
You can if you want. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. If like it doesn't have to be perfect, but just something close. Um, Maybe like based off the shape.
Okay. I'll write that in the chat. Take a moment to redraw one of the shapes. Things. There we go. It's bird sounds. Wow.
The soothing bird sounds.
Amazing.
All right, and I have absolutely no frame.
Okay. So we might have to slow down. So are you drawing the comic or is that just a warm up?
This is just I just traced over, or not traced over. I just redrew the face that I picked.
Mhm.
And then I'm just putting 4 blocks here Um, and I'm gonna try and come up with something for this character.
Okay. And is that panel one then already?
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Okay.
just for me. I don't know. You don't have to do just the face or anything, but
Uh-huh.
that's just where I went.
So should we take like like 3 or 4 minutes per panel? 5 minutes per panel? What do you think? And
I think like maybe 3 minutes per panel.
okay. That sounds good. I'll put that.
I'll try to keep an eye on the thing. Um,
We'll do 4 panels. I think I have to put your bird sounds into my comic somehow.
I'm putting them in. I'm putting it into mine.
So maybe that's another prompt for anybody. Eli is in a leech and lamprey mood today. Yeah, that makes sense. Those kind of shapes. How many issues of I Feel Weird were they?
There's four now. Whoa! This is the fourth.
Oh, nice. Oh, funny. That's a parody of that little thing you
Fifth
get.
be fairly soon. Um, once I get back to being able to draw every day.
Is that from fatigue? Are you not drawing every day? Or are you
Yeah,
busy?
I got really bad neuropathy
Mhm.
when I was like going through chemo and stuff. So like I'm like just now being able to like do this with my hands.
Wow.
And like stay in the same position for like longer periods of time. Um uh which is another reason why I like this exercise, because I can just kind of like very quickly do things.
Mm.
Um and it doesn't have to be cool. I'm
What
trying
kind
to remember to draw sideways.
So are you making a comic that is just zooming in on that character? Or would you recommend I'm sure you would just recommend people do whatever they want here.
Yeah, no, I think it's do whatever you want. I'm just doing it to zoom in. Um
Okay, I'm writing that down because
as
sometimes
part of my as part of whatever popped into my brain. Also
have you
getting attacked by flies. Sorry.
oh no. Flies or mosquitoes?
Flies, I hope.
Mm.
Oh, I see Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Are
Are you going to any of the festivals this year?
I'm gonna be at SBX, but only for like half a day. Because I think it's Dinosaur Jr. is playing the
Uh-huh.
same day, and so I'm skedadding. And I decided not to do a table because it was just too much to make my brain um try and like come up with comic stuff and like print it all and do all that stuff and then also like pay for a table and all sorts of, all the fun stuff that comes with
Oh,
uh doing that kind of thing. And I figure next year will probably be like the year
cool.
uh that I like get back into everything, but kind of giving myself some time to get a little bit better. Does anybody else make the face when they're drawing it?
I definitely do. I think a lot of people do. Oh my God, though. I'm gonna screenshot that, Haleigh. There we go. So that's an extra prompt if you are trying to, if you're making your comic, you got to make the face too.
It helps.
That can also be like a good prompt. It's like, oh wow, I haven't made a face with my own face. Maybe there's not enough like grit and gusto in this comic. I got to get somebody angry or happy or something, you know?
Yeah.
There's a Snoopy cartoon where Lucy makes Snoopy, she sort of bends his face into a certain direction in order to intimidate the pitcher. I think he's about to bat, and it looks kind of like that face you made. Gotta see if I can find it. So is Lou Barlow touring with Dinosaur Jr.?
So is that what it is this year?
Is
I
the
get
big
it. I'm getting all my dates, all my band stuff mixed up. But I remember I saw it and I was like, oh, of course it's SPX weekend. Like,
right. So I'm drawing these like coins, but I gotta make somebody with that face you made.
ah,
Oh,
just a very large fly trying to get inside of my brain.
oh yeah, the birds. The birds, I forgot. Okay. We're not doing a great job of timing, or at least I'm not.
Oh,
Um, so I could mention that, what do you think? We have maybe a couple more minutes and we can take some.
oh
uh,
yeah.
I'm gonna need a couple more minutes. I also got to add my birds. So let's see, what did you do? The Boyds. The damn birds. Zoom in. God,
Birds.
birds. Oh, that face. Nice. And you said she was a witch. What would
Yeah,
that
I
witch?
think it started off as that, and then my brain just kind of went like, sure. Again, this is no very like no pressure, like doesn't even have to make sense. Just very lucid. Get my tea real quick.
Maybe I should draw your witch character in my story.
Plus, it's really fun when you're like playing with like other people too, because then like you can do. Let's say there's like 4 people, each person can do one panel, and I don't know. It's just cool. I like watching other people draw as well.
Yeah, it's really satisfying. All right. Nikki says she's enjoying the tiled sight of everyone working. I think that's the grid format. Jason is saying, what are we doing? Jason must have come in late. Jason, me. I don't know how to say it. What is
Just draw random shapes.
your shapes? Yeah. You want to hold up your shape page for for
Yeah.
anybody who Jason, we started with random shapes, then things in the shapes, then four panel from one thing in the shapes. There we go.
I drew a lot of butts. It helps if you draw
Yeah,
more.
yeah. I think Jason will be okay with that. Um, I need a fourth panel idea here. Let's see. So maybe I'll just have somebody saying, "Goddamn birds."
I'm just gonna keep holding it.
It's very low pressure. Like I'm gonna suddenly add a dragon to this panel. Like I never would do
Yeah,
that.
you can do whatever. Sometimes I'll do like I'll just draw like 4 panels and then I'll just like draw all the shapes and then try and have it be like one continuous comic.
Oh wow.
And sometimes I just draw one tiny little blob that looks like one of those like Yip Yip monsters from Muppets. And then I'm just
Oh.
like, that's it. Like, are they aliens? I think they're aliens.
All right. So maybe if people want to share either their page of blobs or their comic, they can start to raise their Zoom hands. Oh, you know what, Haleigh, if you can find your Zoom hand again, that would be awesome. But maybe,
Does that make sense?
yeah,
Oh,
but
oh,
maybe I can't find it. I don't know. It's confusing. But I think I can share mine too. Oh, cool. Oh, we got some people want to share. Larned, and then Elon, or then yeah, Elias. I'm gonna finish mine because I might. This is so random. But I find with these random things that like later I can go back and say, oh, that was kind of fun, or turn it into something else later. Do you ever do that?
yeah, yeah. Like this, at least the way my brain works, like this weird random character will go into the depths of my brain, and then I will pull this character out at a whim when I want somebody to look like a disheveled bird hating witch that likes the old.
Awesome. Okay. I'm going to post something in the chat about sharing your work online and other things, and then we'll take a look at some work here. We'll go to Larned, then Elias, then Walter, then Ellen, and the spotlights will change. Larned's here. Let's see. Here we go. Can you unmute Larned? There we go.
Yeah,
Hey.
okay. Here's a random shapes page. Uh, Here's the random shapes page. I did the random shapes with pencil and then heavier pen for the drawings inside the shapes.
Oh my god, I love the Frankenstein's monster and the worm.
And there's a turtle. This is something I've done many, many times. Used to ask my kids to draw scribbles, and then I would make something out of the scribble.
Yeah,
Done this
I couldn't
before.
really figure out what to call it. I was like, I don't know. It's like a game exercise. Like,
So then the character that I picked to do the 4 panels is this guy right here with the glasses on. That guy.
yeah.
That's the one I use for the 4 panels. And here are the 4 panels that I did. There's the first one. And the second panel, somehow his glasses got broke. And then the third panel, he's kind of looking at the glasses that are all, cracked. And then the last panel, he just puts them on his head and starts whistling. I thought that made sense. So that is mine.
Yeah.
Awesome, Larned. Thanks. Okay, we'll go to Elias next, and then Walter after that.
I drew this blob, and then I put a mustache and glasses on it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Panel 1. Yep, it's hot outside. I'm a melter. Panel 2, I'll get solid again if I cool down, but I never quite get my shape back. That's okay, I don't mind. You probably don't want to touch me right now.
I like it.
I love that. Thanks so much, Elias.
Thanks.
Love that he's like fallen into the ground. All right, Walter. Hey, Walter. Yay.
This is a game that my wife plays all the time, but it's totally not me. So thanks for pulling me out of my comfort zone. So did some squiggles, dog, lady, face, and I wound up with a guy who's stuck in a flour sack all tied up. And he became a character. I'm fascinated right now with the 3-panel strip. So
Oh, nice.
if I indicated this would be the first 3-panel strip. He just lives a normal daily life, but he's tied in a flour sack. Going to the bus stop. Thank you. This was fun.
Yeah.
I would read that comic strip over and over again. Guy in the
Yeah.
flower.
Okay, so as usual, I did the mine on my computer. So if I can, let's see, can I share my screen?
Now you can, Ellen. There you go.
Okay. So here are my scribbles. Just ended up with various things. I guess I don't know if that's a weird polar bear there, or it's supposed to be a key in the lower right. I know I couldn't figure out what to make out of that shape. So as far as the 4-panel comic, I kind of indecisive what to use. I was thinking of using that bearded guy in the upper right, or maybe the guy with the hat below him, but what I ended up using is that thing in the lower left, which is, although it's kind of maybe hard to tell with the scribble, supposed to be a cat perched on a lamppost. So I drew a 4-panel comic about a cat on a lamppost. Behold, I am the master of the streetlight. From this perch I survey the land below, and from this perch I exercise my power. All those who pass beneath its light become a part of my domain and are subject to my rule. Hark, even now 2 fools pass beneath, 2 new subjects for my domain. Actually, although it's not obvious, the 2 guys passing by there are supposed to be the bearded guy and the hat guy from the previous page, just for the heck of it. Yes, yes, walk away if you will, but though you may deny it, we all know that the light hath shone upon you, and you are mine. So we have a kitten with delusions of grandeur, apparently. But anyway, so here's my comic. All right. I'll stop sharing now. All right. So.
Super fun. I love the idea of a cat that just is perched on a streetlight the whole time. That's so cool.
I really love all of these so far. These are great.
All right, thanks, Aloon. We'll go to Jackie next. You ready, Jackie? Sorry, I threw that on. Suddenly.
Okay, so this is my page of squiggles. I did like a talking toilet, which I kind of liked, and cicada, and just hedgehog, all this other stuff. A foot, but I couldn't decide between this little fellow and the skull thing here, so I put them both. And
oh, whoa, you did color that fast?
yeah, it's very scribbly though. It's not. So this is the first panel. It's just trucking along, but there's something sinister there. And comes and takes them away.
I love this.
Super. Awesome.
Thank
Thanks.
you. This was very fun.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Okay, we'll go to Allison next, then Kate, then Judith. Here we go.
All right. Hi. I'll start off with the doodle page first. I always end up drawing when I'm just sort of doodling and not paying attention to it. I always end up drawing infinity symbols, although a couple of times I tried to, like once I caught myself doing it, I tried to make other shapes like rectangles and triangles. And then when I sort of tried to make sense of all of the shape madness. Got a lot of people sort of sleeping or just waking up, some sort of book or journal shapes, cats. And I used that to draw the 4 main parts of my summer so far. I'm a first grade teacher, so basically my summer has included sleeping in, watching the neighborhood cat hang outside and wondering what they're watching, doing yoga, going to dance class, and then, just at some point in the evening, yawning and deciding, hey, guess I'm gonna go to bed. So sleep, spying on the cat, and occasionally getting outside. That's been my summer so far, and I have to say, I think it's well spent.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Awesome, Allison. Thank you. Okay, we'll go to Kate next, and then Judith, and then Rachel. Let's see. There we go.
Hello. So here's my page of squiggles. And then I liked this one, so I made a little comic out of it.
Leaf stone.
Leaf stone. So the leaf stone met the whatever character. The leaf stone is also in here.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I
So
saw
I don't know.
in there.
What's that?
I said I like the mouse in the squiggle page. I like the little mousy guy.
Yes. Yes. That's it. Thank you. It was fun. I'm with Walter. This is not my kind of thing, so it's good to be out of my comfort zone and try something new.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kate. That's a good reminder. I'll put it in the chat, but please share these. There's lots of ways to share. I'll mention it again in a moment. Here's Judith. There you go.
Hi. Well, so the squiggle thing, I don't know. I tend to draw faces or whatever. I didn't like the shapes that I did, so I just kind of ignored them. And we got people in a car and different faces. I don't know. I didn't like this. However, I think I was spacing out and I didn't hear you say the thing about 4 panels. So I just ended up drawing you with your picture.
Aw.
I really liked the faces. I didn't have a chance. You moved a little bit, but anyway. So there you go.
Yeah, it's your comic too, Haleigh. And
I'm happy I stayed up. That's like I always plan to come and then I kind of conk out. So this was great.
thanks, Judith. Okay, we'll go to Rachel next.
Hey, so this is my scribble page, and I noticed that this little guy looked like a stylized greyhound, and everything I do ends up being about my greyhounds and my life. So it's 4:30 a.m. and Pixie has a cast on her leg, and she says bark, and I don't hear her, and she says have to pee, and then pee is slippery, and she falls, and then my arms are enormous and huge, and I also have a little injury, but Mom comes to the rescue anyway.
Aw.
I love that your greyhounds are kind of like ferrets or something. They're just like long.
Yeah, they came out super weird.
Well, thank you, Rachel.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go to Sally. Hi, Sally. Hey there.
Hello. This is my doodle page. I had lots of different critter shapes and faces. And then I went with the birds, completely with the birds.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense. Oh my goodness, where is it? Here it is. Just a little silent comic about what's going on with all that singing. Getting into the bath. That's it. Dodger's here.
I was going to ask. Oh my God. I love that.
Thank you.
I love that Sally can just reach off screen and have a bird appear on it. Okay, we'll go to
You should see my rhino. No.
funny. We'll go to Nancy next, then Sarah, then.
Okay, so they conveniently are next to each other in my sketchbook. So the first page over here is my shape page. I'm trying to get this so you guys can see it. And I found this lady in the middle of with the glamorous blonde hair in the middle of the page. And then I found that sort of above her to her, I guess, right or left. I can't really see, but my directions. That's sort of like a very mother and child image. And then over to the other side of the blonde lady, there's a snake, and it's got a big round eye, and you can't see it's got a rattle, because in California we only have one kind of poisonous snake, and that's a rattlesnake. Mm. So then here the mother and child developed, and the baby is kind of strange, as you can see, and he says, or she says, "Mommy." And then the lady says later, "Whatever happened to that weird baby I gave birth to?" And then the baby turned into got bigger and has a bigger rattle, like as rattlesnakes tend to get. And he says, "I am so lonely. Everyone is afraid of a cyclops rattlesnake." And then somehow the mother and child reunite, and she goes, "Son," and he goes, "Mommy," or mom, because he's older now. And
Yay.
That's really wild. Thanks, Nancy. How fun. Cyclops snake. I like that. Okay.
I wonder how much of this game is like part of your psyche, like bringing out like weird stuff.
Oh yeah, that definitely crossed
my
mind.
Like I was like, oh, I didn't realize this could be therapeutic in a weird way. Like
Hi, Sarah.
Hello. Here's my doodle page. I got a lot of like little critters and faces. I went with this very disconcerted looking heart-shaped balloon here. Let's flip the page. So it's 2 panels. Here's the first panel. So it says, "What'll it be? An anniversary? A proposal?" Wait. The guy in a suit picking up flowers and a heart-shaped balloon for somebody. And now he's in someone's backyard. "Emily, I'm sorry for cheating on you with my stepsister." I wasn't very happy about that.
That's intense relationship drama.
I read too much r/best of Redditor updates. It's awful.
Those are the best. I like listening to them.
I don't know what those are. You guys will have to tell me in the chat. That's so funny. All right. We're gonna go to Sin next, and then Eli. There we go.
Hi. So you said there was no lightning bugs in Europe. So here's my doodle page. So I went with this guy here. And so he caught a flight. He got hooked on a plane and he ended up in France. And while he's flying around looking at things, he ran into a bottle of wine and then fell right into a baguette.
Yes.
Oh. Really fun. Thanks, Sin. Okay, we'll go to Eli next. There you go. Wait, Eli, I don't think we can hear you. No, not yet. It's happened before, right? It was setting with your AirPods last time, I think.
How about this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. My monitor doesn't have a microphone in it, I guess. My rig does. Okay, so here is my little guys. And like I said, I was getting a lot of lampreys and worms. And then this scary monster that's in this really great animated special you guys should watch on Netflix called Scavenger's Reign. Best thing I've ever seen in a long time. Anyway, that scary guy. But I kind of was drawn to, where is he? This little guy down here. And so I noticed people were drawing a lot of birds too. I found a bird in my bubbles. So my little guy is just kind of standing on the grass and he sees this pink lamprey fly by. And then it flies by again the other way, and now he's got a little lasso. He catches it right, and off he goes.
I love those. What's the blue character? What would you call that?
He kind of looks like a shmoo. Did you guys ever see?
Does look like a
That
shmoo.
show scared me when I was a kid, but I think he might be kind of shmoo or Moomin shape.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks,
Yeah,
Eli.
that was really great.
Awesome. Okay, we'll go to Joanne now. Here we go.
This was so much fun. Here is blobby shapes. Pretty simple. And then I really got into hair for some reason.
Sweet. Oh, this is awesome.
I'm breaking the frame. I thank you for the permission to not make it, didn't have to make sense. And so that really freed me up just to have fun. So thank you.
Yeah, I love how panel 1 just spills into panel 3 and then yeah. Cool. People like it in the chat too. Thanks, Joanne. All right, Haleigh, I'm going to spotlight you again.
Ah.
So you're about to get big again. We can look at that nature scene behind you. Cool. Why don't you hold up I Feel Weird one more time? And I'll put you.
Where'd I put it? There it is. Boop.
What dish is that?
This is the 4th one.
Awesome.
The
Okay.
5th one, hopefully. I keep saying it'll be done soon, but like, let's be real, it's probably gonna be a while, but maybe fall.
Okay, cool. Oh wait, looks like Christian came in at the last minute. Do you want to take a look at one more? And then we'll sign off. Christian, if you're ready, I know you come in, and also Jamie tends to come in late, but
I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Whoa, cool.
Oh, I didn't know we were screen sharing. All right. Those are some good squiggles. Oh, Edgar's here too. Oh my gosh.
It's just mental squiggles. I'm just doing, I'm trying to make something.
Nice. It's fun to draw on that little screen sometimes, right? Makes a little.
Yeah. It's not a squiggles.
All right. All right, Christian, thanks so much. We're gonna go to Edgar now. All right, hold on. There we go. Edgar. Sounds like
See
Edgar.
me? Can you see me?
We can. Here we go.
Listen, thank you, Haleigh, for the inspiration. I have created a little piece here that's called Annual Gathering of Weirdly Shaped Folks. It was Bela Lugosi as Dr. Eric Varnoff in Bride of the Monster who said, "Home, I have no home." Likewise, weirdly shaped folks need a place to come together and socialize. What an odd creature I behold. Could it be like me? And then the creature below him says, I thought I was all alone, no friends. And then the third creature says, I get tired of being told I belong in the Twilight Zone. Even handsome pop singer Gilbert O'Sullivan sang sadly of being alone again naturally. How harder it must be for hated and feared, but sensitive creatures to find friends. I'm left-handed. I'm right-handed. Why are we not welcomed? That's why dedicated cartoonists must take it upon themselves to make a world where these beings can meet to give and receive love. And the one on the left and the one on the right says, hi, friend, I accept you on your own terms. And the last panel is unfinished, but I think we like the meaning. Then those in the real world will have hope of being accepted too. So that's my little piece.
Oh,
Yay!
as
Thank
always,
you.
real special.
Thank you, Tom. I appreciate it, and I appreciate your kind comments on my last week's piece.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, we will go back to Haleigh. I'm going to say one last time, I'm going to put it in the chat. Please share. You can share on Instagram or any of those other social media networks. You can come to our network. You can also upload it to be a part of the PDF every week. That's pretty fun. I just made a screenshot of mine. Haleigh, thanks so much. And thanks for bringing the birds and the dogs and the and the witches. And I'm so glad you're feeling good. And I can't wait to see more comics from you. Everybody can check out Haleigh at Haleigh Couch Surfer and pick up some of those early comics from Birdcage Bottom, and some of them are Silver Sprocket too, wherever you get comics. Anyway, oh wait, actually now is the time where I usually like tell everyone oh shucks. I'm in full bad Zoom logistics mode here. Hang on a second. I'm going to ask everyone to unmute and then give you a round of applause. And also, it is summer solstice, so go have a nice summer solstice, y'all. And if it is winter solstice, then go.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Thank you so much,
Haleigh. Thank you, Haleigh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stop dropping into
like
the
you.
world.
Thanks, everybody.
Absolutely.
I look forward to
Friday
watching
we'll
the
have
replay.
Robert.
Everyone talks.
We'll see you all next time. Bye bye, everybody.
How do you spell Haleigh?
Bye.
Bye.